and alongside us for our weekly Clown Wars like updates that we're gonna be bringing to you guys this season, season two. I hope everyone's hyped. We have two special guests alongside us. We have Captain Krook, the leader of the Aegislashes, and we have Green, one of the members of the Aegislash. Oh my
Pirates.
god, sorry.
Pirates.
Captain Crook, the leader of the Pirates. So sorry,
Uh,
guys. And we have Green, one of the members of this clans. What's up, guys? Sorry.
There we go. What's
not
up?
much.
All right, sorry for my mishap on that part, but nice to have you guys here. This is just like like a little cool thing I just wanted to implement in the second season. M.Falcon came out with the idea of us just like going over the new power rankings that come out with each week, going over key matchups or just all of, maybe not all of them because there's a lot, just some of the more intriguing matchups of each week, and yeah, just recapping what happened the previous week. But since this is week one, we won't be doing that. But yeah, nice to have you guys here. We could just start out by recapping the power rankings. Let me actually pull that up on my phone here so that we can recap, get everyone's opinion,
Pirates number one.
get everyone's opinion on the power rankings and everything. Okay, there we go. And, all right, so yeah, like you guys just heard Green say, Pirates are number one.
Yeah.
We could start out by getting Crook and Green's opinions on being number one. Did they expect it? Probably, but yeah, just say a little bit about being number one in the power rankings.
I
Before
mean,
before we start out, should we add Icy to the call too?
Just add him right in the middle, and I'll just make sure to like stop talking and introduce him. If you
All
could
right.
just add him, yeah.
all right, yeah. Well, I mean, I've expected us to be kind of ranked up there. I didn't know if it'd be number one or number two, but I did expect us to be like at least top three. I was hoping, just because I feel like our clan is a lot more dominating this season. We have a lot of bigger name players. You know, we got two of the best players from the Earth Rings. Me and LP returning, and two newcomers, which are Green and Football Freak. So I think our clan's looking a lot better than it did last season for sure.
Definitely agree. Let's get your opinion, Green, on being a newcomer to such a old, like hyped clan, to such a powerful clan. Do you feel like there's a lot of pressure on you to produce, or how do you feel being a part of this Pirates clan?
Well, yeah, because I came in I joined kind of like late in the season as like a subish, and I went up against like PB first round, peanut butter first round. And I got like absolutely destroyed, and then I lost again the second week. I was against Travy, I think, and so I know I need to produce for the Pirates this year, get some wins, and I need to live up to the power rankings that we got as number one.
Hello, this is Icy, the Icy
Hey,
Aegislash.
Icy.
What's up, Icy? Nice to see you joining the call. It's great that we got more diversity on this. So I will definitely also be asking you some questions on power rankings, matchups for week one, and all that shabazz. And that is Icy, everyone, for the whole YouTube world. He is the leader of the Giratinas, and they are looking very strong for this season. But yes, let's go back to what Green said. Green said he's trying to live up to the hype, and he felt like he had some difficult matchups in season one, which is very true. Some very good battlers. I actually don't know how good Travie is because I haven't battled him in a while, and he was doing a lot of good stuff at the end of season one. But I feel like I have kind of looked at your skill because of that 2-0 from Travie, which is a little bit unfair. But I have such small
I do
windows.
understand your point.
Yeah, I have such
Right.
small windows to judge some people by that I have to go off what I have seen them do. So sorry if it feels like you feel like you're better than if you feel like you're a little bit better than what I've been saying, but it's just because of what I have seen. So just show me more, and then I will of course give you credit for anything you do with the Pirates. But yeah, lots of hype for the Pirates. Football Freak is an absolute monstrous addition to your clan. I honestly don't know, like, how does someone win when Kyle, LP, and
Yeah.
Football Freak can be the three that they play against? Like, how, like, if someone wins against that, I am gonna lose my mind. Like, I will just absolutely lose it.
Yeah, and
But
he just won he won it on the Premier Challenge today, I think.
Oh, that's amazing. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I just friended Football Freak on Nugget Bridge, so uh,
yeah,
I looked at all of his accomplishments that he has on his little profile there, and it's just
Does
like,
he have?
wow, it's great to see that Clown Wars is growing like this. And
yeah,
I just hope that we could somehow give you guys a game so that it's just not a lopsided, which I think will happen. With my clan definitely making some good improvements. Giratina's
yep,
looking strong. Aegislash is making improvements, and then Squirtle Squad joining really looks good for their clan to be up with the top. And then Honchkro's got better, and then the rest of the pack. Hopefully, we'll see. I think it gets shaky there. We just like literally don't know after six who will be the strongest clan. But yeah,
yep.
let's move on. The number two clan is the Aegislashes, and the leader of that clan is Travi, who Green just did mention. Let's get a M.Falcon's opinion on, like, say a little bit of what you know about the Aegislashes, how good you think the Aegislashes are, and do you think they're deserving of that number two rank?
Um, I I remember the Aegislashes got pretty far last time, and I'm expecting a lot from them this time as well. So I think they're probably going to make it pretty far. Maybe even one of the top four.
Agreed, agreed. And I feel like I put the Aegislashes at number two because of what they did accomplish last season, and you can't like I feel like I couldn't put them any lower because they accomplished a lot last season. They definitely have made some improvements, but we'll have to see how their new member fares, and we'll see. And then also we'll see how Allergy fares on their team now. So they definitely have some new pieces, so we'll have to see how they stack up. But yeah, I definitely think the Aegislashes are strong, but I'm not how sure of holding up that number two rank they will be able to do. But we will see week one. I think they start out with some really tough matchups. They start out with the Drift Moons, who I could see them taking. Then they go on to play the Giratinas, uh, Icey's clan right there. I'm really
Rank
hyped.
number five.
That's definitely up there for Battle of the Week. And then they go on to play Squirtle Squad, which
Ooh.
also might be up there
Number
for Battle of
three.
the Week. So yeah, they got a really rough week one. So we will definitely get a really good feel of the toughness of the Aegislashes right, like as soon as week one recaps. So let's move on from them. When we go on to Squirtle Squad, the mystery squad that not a lot
Oh,
of people,
not even know these people.
yeah, that not a lot of people know much of anything about. But Squirtle Squad, here's what I know about Squirtle Squad is that their leader Shadow is actually one of the people who helps run the Utah regionals, and
Oh
he's
God.
yeah, and he's been around VGC I think for the past 3 years. That
That's
might
not even fair.
yeah, that might be less than that. But yeah, he's been around for the past 3 years. He helps with the regionals. He's cut in that regionals a couple of times. He's also said his friend Mokimon is a person who he battles with, team builds with, and a lot with pretty often. He says he's really good and has done even better than him at Utah regionals. So yeah, they because of what I've heard from Shadow, I am giving them a lot of hype, and we will see if they live up to it. There's not much else to say about them since not a lot of people know
Mysterious.
much about them, but yeah, they definitely look strong because of what I've heard and seen of Shadow. But I've actually haven't battled against a single one of them, so
How you
we will
run
see.
the
We will see. And then four is my clan, the Chi-Town Chandelures, and I put us at four because I feel like we did a decent job recruiting. Medwax coming back, who didn't drop a set when he did join
That's
last season, and then we have Kukurin, who was just on like a kind of like lackluster clan last season of the High Dragons, so she'll be able to prove her worth a lot better this season because she did drop from what's his Shine's clan last season after their little dispute. So yeah, she just had a lot going on with her clan, so she'll have a lot more to prove this season. We also picked up Nightlight, who also started out on one clan, didn't like the clan, then ended up dropping and went to another clan. So he'll also be able to prove himself more. We picked up Oak from Krook's clan, who has been
How could
promising.
you?
Who has been promising. He's been practicing very, very, very hard, and I'm really excited to see the improvements he's made. And then we also picked up Blue from the Ursanians who won last season. And then we have myself, feel like I've been doing a little bit of improvements, but we'll see. I sometimes disappoint my own self. So yeah, I feel like we did really good recruiting and have some strong members. So I feel like we're kind of, when it comes to the better clans, we're kind of matchup dependent. So we'll see who gets matched up against who when we play some of the better clans and see if we could come out with some of those wins. But I do think we'll definitely be up there with the top four clans when all is said and done. But we will see.
Yeah, definitely.
18's getting to the playoffs, so there's a lot of room for a lot of clans to get in there and then try to upset someone else. So now let's move on to the Cosmic Giratinas, and that is Icey's clan. And I know he's excited to be a leader this season and
Like
to
real.
just motivate his battlers to do a lot. So Icy, tell us a little bit of how you feel about your clan, how you feel about your chances this season, and what's your goal for this season?
Well, I obviously want to make it to top four. I am very, very proud of my clan and the job that we did recruiting. I've got lots and lots of strong members like Delta VGC, Shine VGC, Falcon, Sally Mints, and a newcomer named Smelliot. And he is actually a really good battler, and he has beaten me and several other of my members on multiple occasions. So I'm looking forward to this a lot.
I have
Wow.
yet to battle him, so
Oh, okay, okay. And Falcon had to put that in there. But all right, that's actually good to hear. I was actually wondering the how you felt about Smellier. I've seen him around the app, but I actually haven't firsthand been able to evaluate his talent. So it's good to hear that you feel good about his
Well,
talent. And
well,
I
his
definitely think you did do a really good job of recruiting the rest of your members. Delta, Shine, he's been like practicing like every day from what I've seen, so he's probably gotten a lot better. And then M.Falcon, of course, he did really good season one. He did say he won some battles because of hacks, but we'll see if he has that hacks on his side, I guess, come this season. But yeah, I definitely think you guys have a strong clan, and I feel like yeah, I feel like you could definitely be up there with the top four, definitely, especially if the if like
Mysterious
matchups
squirrels.
are in your favor. Matchups are really huge. Like you just need the right people to play against the right people often. So if you have some favorable matchups, I definitely could see your clan making your way into the top four. Then we'll just start going through the rest of the clans, the rest of the rankings kind of fast. So then we have like the Baltimore Honchkrows, who is a returning clan from last
Oh
season,
yeah.
who most of us are familiar with, the leader Jay, and they did a really good job of fighting their way into the playoffs. They almost had a little mishap, but they made their way in there. But hopefully this season they can do a little bit more once they make it to the playoffs, because it seemed like there was just a talent gap between them and the rest of the talent, in my opinion, when once they made it to the playoffs. So it looks like Blaze has been practicing really, really hard. Jolly
Place good.
has been PMing me and talking about how hyped he is. So I'm pretty sure he's been doing his part on practicing and getting better. And yeah, so I'm excited for the Huntscrows to bring a lot to next season, and we'll just see how they fare.
I
Next
know a
is
lot of people from Honchkrows. I know, like, I'm hyped to go against them.
nice, nice. Yeah, they're definitely the clan of newcomers from last season that have they grew really fast, learned VGC fast, and now they're just out to prove more. The talent did kind of get a lot better though, so it's going to be hard for them to prove more when the talent even got better. But we'll see what they can do. I definitely think they'll at least be one of the top six clans, if not at least top eight. And
Yeah, I
then
think they'll be up there too.
yeah, and then next we have the Mahogany Town Mewtwo's, which was at first Mewtwo fan Nate's clan, but he decided that he's a little too busy with life and
Oh,
let Donut take over the clan. So the reason I put them at seven is because of just like the question marks that I have with every single clan that's below them. There's just question marks I have with those clans, and I actually at least know each battler on the Mahogany Town Mewtwo's, and I think Mewtwo fan is good. I think Amply's really good. I think Axel's good, and I think Kurukev is good. So they definitely have some solid pieces who could get some upsets, who could get like solid wins throughout the season. And yeah, I just feel like I know more about this clan than I knew about others, so that's why they're at their number 7 spot. But once we get into the season, I do not have 100% like comfort with them staying at 7. Who knows what honestly can happen once other clans start showing what they have and what they can do. And then with clans like the Hydregons making some like good additions recently, who knows if they might honestly like make their way up to that spot. So I even said in their like little post, I said that they'll probably stay around the 6 to 9 area. I'm more comfortable with them staying around that area than just with them staying at 7. They'll probably float around that 6 to 9 area. So,
Yeah.
anything anyone else wants to add about the Mewtwo's?
Well,
Um,
like
all
from all
right.
the clans from the Mewtwo's down, I don't even know like any of these people to be honest. And I
Yeah.
see them all like at the same skill level ish.
Yeah.
So
I
I
mean,
think they
like,
can all be like rearranged.
I
Like
can't judge their skill level until I know more about them.
yeah.
Agreed, agreed, agreed. So,
I mean,
Rito.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't know, like, it's weird because it seems like every season we got like, 4 or 5 clans that are really up there, and then the rest are kind of even. And you'll have like 1 or 2 clans that aren't doing too well. But I feel like as Clan Wars goes on, there really won't be any teams that are just stuck down there. I feel like it'll be more competitive as the
yeah, yeah,
seasons go on.
yeah, that's why I want to continue to do this event. And part of the event is definitely growth. And definitely there's some battlers who definitely aren't as familiar with everything involved in VGC and just familiar with like what's a good team, what how to team build and all that stuff that just goes involved in VGC. So they're not as familiar with it as others. So of course they're not going to be as good as others, but a clan like the Honchkrows, who was full of newcomers, made it to the playoffs, and now for season 2 look pretty strong. So that's just what this event is about: is to help some newcomers turn into pretty good VGC battlers like the Honchkrows have become. So while I don't think the Mewtwo's are in that much of a case as to where they're just like a bunch of newcomers, because Axel won Most Improved Player. Axel was like winning upset after upset after upset for the
Ooh.
Suicunes as we went into the final like couple of weeks. And then Krook, he was in the MVP race and out of it constantly. And then I feel like Mewtwo lost to just like really skilled players. I don't really think he lost to anyone who was like blatantly not like a pretty skilled VGC battler. So I have confidence in him. And then same thing with Ampli Fairy. She pretty much only lost to people who I thought was actually pretty good. So I feel like the Mewtwo's are kind of a little bit separating themselves from that pact of clans that are just kind of at the same level and will kind of just like be knocking each other around the whole season and trying to fight for those lower seed bracket A playoff spots. But
Yeah.
yeah, onto the Driftlooms. This is the leader of the Driftlooms is Llama Unleashed, and I don't know how familiar everyone is with Llama, but he did join in replace of the Chinchinos of last season when Yizer had to drop because of family issues. But yeah, Llama is actually a very underrated battler in my opinion. Literally every set that he's kind of has lost from what I've seen has been like a 2-1, and he's like right there, but he just makes a couple bad plays. I played him a couple times, I think twice now, and he just made a couple plays that just went my way. So I think Llama actually has some pretty good skill, but I did give him this rank a little bit more because of CK Babu. I know that sounds ridiculous, but yeah, CK, because of CK. CK is actually really, really good, but CK actually lives outside of the country, and so time zones are going to be a huge factor, like 24/7. So
Yeah.
CK will probably be more of like a substitute of like a last minute substitute when they really need one than consistently battling. That I now like know that. So we'll see what they can do. Fantastic Flygon. I actually helped recruit him into Clan Wars. He looks like a really, really strong battler. We'll see what he can do for their clan. And yeah, I think they're definitely deserving of the 8th seat. So we'll just see if they can get some upsets. I think they're like kind of the exact same talent level of like the Mahogany Town Mewtwo. So we'll see if they could stay, maybe make their way into like top 5. But I see them staying around the 6 to like 9 area also. Anything else? Like,
Yeah.
does
Definitely.
anyone know anyone on this clan? I'm not. I think you guys
No.
might be familiar with Llama, but I think that's
No,
it.
not really.
I mean, if you got
I'm really
flag
not too
thing,
familiar with those people.
gotta be pretty successful.
Yup, yup.
Flygon's cool.
Okay, then on to the Seattle Drizzletoads. This is Arion's clan, a completely new clan that not too many ballers know too much about. But Arion is she's definitely familiar with the VGC scene. I'm actually kind of excited to see what her clan can do because she showed that she had like immediate knowledge of VGC and that she is actually going to try to go to regionals on her own. So it's good to
Ooh.
see that she's actually going out and going to real life events um, other than just partaking in clan wars. And she kind of quickly recruited members to her clan too. And I feel like people that could get members that they think are good quickly also show that they might be pretty elevated in skill. So we'll see what Arion can do. I'm not going to drag on too much about these clans that you guys don't know too much
I
about.
have no
But
idea who these people
yeah,
are.
but we'll see what she can do. She also got my friend Sly on her clan, who's newer to VGC, but he's been trying really, really hard to get down the format and understand. So, um, I feel like I don't know Iron Dragon. I actually don't know a lot about this clan.
Ooh,
I'm just
I
going
know
off of
Iron.
what I kind of know about Arion. So we'll see what they can do. Next is the Spanish Infernapes. That is Lynx's clan, who I actually knew since my like first beginning days of being on Pokemon Amino. LRG used to do weekly of tournaments on weekends, and Lynx was one of his like most consistent people showing up there. So Lynx is a very good battler in his own right, who I definitely will see getting upsets on higher clients himself. But then the question is, what will the rest of his members do? And that's where I don't have an answer. Josene's good, but I don't know how. I don't think she's like really elite. Maybe she got better, but from what I saw in season one, she's pretty good, but nothing too elite. And then the rest of the clan, I just really don't know. I don't know Zero. I don't know who else.
That's first.
I don't know Hector. So we'll see what these new battlers could show us, and hopefully they could show us that they can stack up. LRG seems to be really confident in Link's clan being better, but they're friends, so it's biased. So we'll actually see what they can logically do. Next is Clark's clan, the Houston Heat Trends, who I think will actually be pretty good. The reason I put them at 11 though is just because some of their battlers I don't know how confident I am in their skills. Not trying to take shots at anyone. I know people get so offended by stuff that's said on power rankings and stuff,
Oh yeah.
but not taking any shots. I just don't know how. I'm just not the most confident in admin, and I'm not the most confident in wheat. Then, but that doesn't mean that they can't surprise. Doesn't mean that they can't win games and do really well. I actually hope that people from the lower end also have a lot to show and do really well. What did you want to add, Icy?
Well, I know offhand, Clark was one of the first people I met on Amino, and he is an excellent battler.
Yeah.
We did a BO5 set, and I barely won 3-2. So I know offhand he is an excellent battler, very competitive.
Yeah,
Just
Clark.
playing off the ground.
Clark is the reason why they're not even lower is because I know that Clark is really good in his own right. It's just his recruiting that I have a little shakiness in. I don't know how good Xerneas is as a newcomer to Clan Wars that I'm hoping can definitely bring some good talent to Clan Wars. And I'm trying to find their clan. Who else does he have?
I don't know.
The Heat Trans. Oh, and then Hydro. Hydro actually is another person who I helped recruit to Clan Wars. So we'll see what Hydro can also bring to the table, and hopefully he could bring a lot. But yeah, overall, I just am not the most confident in his recruiting. But Clark, in his own right, will definitely he'll surprise people. He'll hold up his own end. It's the rest of his clan that I'm just waiting to see what they can show us. Anything anyone wanted to add about Clark's the Houston Heat Trends?
I was gonna say like yeah, I completely agree with you with that. Like, because I know with Clan Wars, one player can't carry the clan
Yup,
because you need at least two people to win in your
Yup.
matchup. So
Man.
one
exactly.
person can't carry.
Like from the Gengars last season, Lynx was really one of the only good players on that team, and you see how that ended up. So
Yeah, they didn't have Lynx from the start, and they didn't even have Shiny Metachamp VGC, so they definitely got better as the season progressed. But yeah, just Lynx was literally fighting his heart out to just end up with losses, and that could be so demoralizing in the end. So we will see. Hopefully, Clark's members can hold up their end too. But
Yeah.
then that brings us on to the Lavatarian Hydreigens. who who the leader of is Doom, and Doom, he was the leader of the High Dragons last season, and I was honestly kind of had more hype for the High Dragons than they actually showed.
They fell.
Uh, they had they ended up getting Kakurin from what happened with the whole Shine fiasco, and I thought she was gonna be strong for their clan. And then Lassie, not many people remember her from last season, but Lassie was actually a really good battler who was one of the first people I befriended on Pokemon Amino. But Doom kind of was being kind of like not the best, most organized leader, not being the most motivating. So their whole clan kind of just kind of fell out of it. So I'm hoping this season Doom could be a more motivating, more engaged, and like better leader overall. And he did recently. He was having some member issues, so he recently recruited Muggy Eight, and he recently recruited what's his name too? I'm trying to think of the second. He recruited someone else too. Uh, he recruited Andy too, who I met a while back. Who was out? I was actually trying to get him into season one, but all clans were booked by the time that he wanted to join. So he definitely got some pretty good members. Muggy Eight's definitely good. I played against him a good amount of times. He's just a real huge fan of Mega Houndoom, which I don't believe is the best Mega by any measure. But he said he
Big
won't be.
stuff.
He said he
But
won't
I
be
like the
bringing that.
design. I love Mega Houndoom. But
He
Yeah.
said he won't be bringing that to Clown Wars though, so hopefully he'll be stronger than when I've battled him. And yeah, I definitely think the High Dragons can make some moves in the lower seats. I don't know how much of a chance they have to get any higher than maybe six, and even there is like kind of a stretch in their overall ability. I don't know if anyone wants to add anything. I don't think you guys know Doom or even his clan too well, so
I know
anything.
he's really late to announcing lineups. I know that.
Yeah.
Yes, he has not announced his lineup.
yes,
That is
as we are
already
waiting on
showing a
that.
little bit of
A great one.
lacklusterness that he kind of falls into habits of doing. So I'm hoping that this will only be a week one thing. I've tried to already talk to him, but he was having issues with his DS. I guess he just like lost a bunch of stuff out of nowhere. So he's trying to get that all sorted out. So hopefully that's just the issue, and he gets more like engaged and just doing everything in a timely manner. But yeah, we'll see what the High Dragons can do. We'll see. 12 is a good spot for them, in my opinion, even with the additions that they made. So then, next is the Stelupius Swampers, which is Float's clan and another clan who we haven't had the lineup from, but it's just because Float's members haven't got back to him, but that's kind of like bad prioritizing on his part. Should have asked them probably prior. But overall, I think 13 is a good spot for the Swampers because while Floats was strong in and out of the MVP race, overall, I'm not sure how strong his recruiting was, but I can't completely judge that because I'm not even completely. I kind of forgot who he recruited. I kind of saw it on his post, but I kind of forgot who he recruited. So I'm not completely sure how good his recruits will be. And then Floats kept surprising me in season one. He was getting upsets on a couple people. So we'll see what he can do here in season two. But I definitely think the talent has increased. So it'll be harder for Floats to do what he did in season one and stay in the top 10 of the MVP race. But we'll see. I think 13 is a good spot for the Swamperts too. And I don't think anyone knows Floats too well.
I
or
actually
has
do
much
know
to say
Floats
about
pretty
Floats.
well.
Oh yeah, except for you and Falcon.
Yeah, I knowing from experience, he can be really good if he actually puts forth the effort. But let's just see if being a clan leader actually helps him put forth the effort, and let's see if his clan members actually get back to him. Because if his clans don't respawn members, I mean, he's going to be screwed if his clan just totally
Yeah, he definitely has said that they're like not getting back to him, but yeah, he just has to take care of that issue, and I think he won't have trouble getting just making sure his clan members answer him because it's like who doesn't want to compete in clan wars? So hopefully they're just all busy and they'll get back to him, and we'll see if he can motivate them to like get some upsets and help them like get better at VGC so that his clan can make some noise. But in the end, I honestly do see them probably making bracket B playoffs if they do make a playoffs. I'm not sure they can work their way up into the bracket A playoffs, but we'll see. I'm happy that Floats is being a leader, though. He definitely showed enough skill in season one to make that transition. So now on to the Pokemon Battle Corporation,
I know them.
which is Fable Thesis's clan. And actually, I know like so little about this clan that
I know a lot.
I couldn't really tell you anything.
So can
But
pick
what I
me.
do know is that Fable Thesis was another one of the first people I met. I hosted a tournament way back when on Pokemon Amino, and he joined it, and he did average in the tournament. So that's why you see them at 14, because I got way better since then, and this whole Clan Wars just they're at a talent level that if Fable Thesis is still at that talent level, he will have trouble competing. But I don't know any of his members. I literally don't know a single one of them. So we will see what they have to bring to the table. I'd rather, instead of like trying to put speculation high, I like to put speculation low and have them surprise. So if they can surprise and bring some stuff, that'd be awesome. But if you want to add something about the Pokemon Battle Corporation Green, that'd be awesome.
All right. So there was like this Battle Corporation like clan chat, I guess, and I was in it for like a while, and I battled Fable Thesis a lot actually, but he never mentioned anything about like VGC. All he did was challenge me to a bunch of single battles where I could kind of consistently beat him, except for when my Rotom Wash Mrs. Will-O-Wisp and his Salaman's D dances, but whatever. But I don't know who else he recruited, but they didn't seem like the most elite elite trainers. But that was all singles, so I have no idea what they're doing, like how good they are in the VGC format. So that's all I know about the
Yeah, I
Pokemon Battle.
definitely think his clan will be a clan of people who are making more of a transition from playing Samogans to trying to join VGC, because while Fable did join that tournament back then, um, it definitely seems like more he favors Samogan, and it seemed like most of the people he associates with favor Samogan. So
Yeah,
we'll see if they
totally.
can make the transition into a kind of a really competitive event like this. So we'll see what they can do. I think 14 is a good spot for them right now. And maybe later in the season they'll do some growing, or maybe early in the season. Honestly, there's question marks all over this clan, so we'll see what happens. Anything anyone else wants to add?
Not really. I don't know much about them.
Okay, and then on to the last clan, finally finishing this up, is the Florida for Alligators, which is a clan I know inside out completely, and that's why I felt
Yeah, I
100%
don't
comfortable with
take
putting
this
them
one.
at 15. And I feel bad. I'm sorry, Derps. I love you, man, but uh, I know Derps, the leader of the Florida for Alligators. I know DT. I know Nix. I know Kate, and I know James. I know all of them very well. James is one member of their clan who actually has been playing VGC all on his own, and he's been hosting tournaments and doing a lot on his own. So I really do feel like James will be a pretty strong member. I don't know how strong, because it has been a while since I've seen him battle, but
Uh,
I definitely do think James will be making some progression. He did kind of whine in a previous tournament that I hosted though, when he lost to Hack. So I hope he matured up. It seemed like he did after everyone got on him for whining. It seemed like he did kind of realize his mistake. So I'm feeling good about James, but the rest, I know that Derps is completely new to VGC. I battled him. He's one of those people who likes really favoring the uncanny creative stuff over like sometimes effective stuff. So hopefully, as Clown Wars goes on, he'll realize the difference between creative and good and creative and just bad. And
Yeah, I
then
know James.
yeah, and then we have DT, who actually was making really good strides from the last couple of times that I battled him, way back probably like a month ago. So I don't know how much better he's gotten, but it looks like he's been practicing a lot. So we'll see what DT has been doing. Nick's got some solid wins here and there, but overall I think he's an above average player, not the most elite. And then Kate is completely new. Oh no, and then I forgot about baked bread. Wow, baked bread. Baked bread. I actually helped team build, get into VGC and everything. So baked bread. I don't know how much he's been practicing either as of late, but he definitely should be an above average battler too. But yeah, mostly they're newcomers, still learning. Especially Kate and Derps, they are really still learning. So the Florida for Alligators would definitely struggle at the beginning of the season, but in the end, I feel like all their battlers are people who want to get better and actually want to play VGC a lot. So I feel like this will really be beneficial to the Florida Alligators in the end. So we might have some pretty good battlers on our hand at the end of the season once they play against such high level talent. So we're done with that. Now we can move on to some of these week 1 matchups that we have. Let's just start like pinpointing some out. We have like, let's see, we have the Pirates. Well, we don't have the Hydreigans Latin matchup yet, so we don't know about Hydreigans versus Pirates. But Giratinas versus Infernaps, that's a pretty good matchup that we're starting out with. Link seems to be very hyped for his clan to make a little bit of noise, show people that they're not as bad as he thinks their ranking shows. And we have like Delta versus Hector, Icey versus Minuscule, and Sally versus Lynx. I don't know Hector, I don't know Minuscule, so we'll see what they can bring to the table. But Sally versus Lynx, I am very hyped to see who wins that. I think they're pretty equally matched. Lynx, in my opinion, might be slightly better, so we'll definitely see what they both bring to the table in that matchup. Anything you want to add to that, Icey?
Well, I have a lot of faith in Delta, but Minuscule, I noticed that he is brand new to Amino. He's definitely a wild card. I have no idea of his skill. I guess I'll have to find out, but yeah. Looking forward to the battle.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Looks like a very good Friday clan battle that who knows can win that one just because of the question marks on the surrounding the Infernaps, the Spanish Infernaps. But we'll definitely already get a good feel of their talent level after they face you guys. And we have like, anything else?
I was supposed to battle that day, but unfortunately I have some other prior arrangements on Fridays, so Icey has luckily replaced me with Sally for that day. But I am able to battle on Fridays occasionally.
Oh yeah, just a heads up, Friday clan battles doesn't mean that they have to be done on Friday. It just means that Friday is the last day for them to be done before I just have to give someone a forfeit, because then it just shows that you're not trying to do your battles in a timely manner. Lineups get announced, like today, lineups got announced today, but they'll usually get announced every Tuesday so that we can kind of work on power rankings and everything on Monday, and then we could get you guys those lineups on Tuesday. So you usually have from Tuesday to Friday to do your Friday clan battles. So when you hear Friday, when you hear Saturday, and when you hear Sunday, don't feel like, oh, I have to do that battle on Sunday and that just doesn't work for me. Know that you have from Tuesday till that exact day to get those battles done. But yeah, on to what else battle looks pretty good. Chandelures Drizzle Toads, that's my clan versus Arion's clan. We'll pretty much get a really good feel of the talent of Arion's clan. We have myself going against Iron Dragon. I do not know Iron Dragon.
I know Iron Dragon.
You know Iron Dragon. Please tell us a little bit about Iron Dragon.
Alright. So, a while back, Buzzkill Ampharos, like Team Quizant guy, super big, tried to create a group. I think it was called like JK Pokemon or something. And Iron Dragon was part of it. And he led like the competitive part of it. So he does know a bunch about competitive Pokemon. Definitely about Smogon and singles. Not sure about doubles. That's all I know about him. Just from that, but yeah.
That's cool. It's definitely good to hear that at least know like a good amount, at least a decent amount about some type of competitive. I feel like they don't directly correlate, but they in some ways correlate competitive Smogging and competitive VGC. So he probably won't be the worst battler. Sly, like I said, is definitely still getting into VGC. Is definitely a hardcore Smogging battler for most of his Pokemon career. So him and Oak, I am kind of leaning towards Oak winning that one. And then we have Nightlight versus RSK. And RSK definitely is a good battler. He was in my last tournament that I hosted, so he can definitely make some moves. But after Nightlight kind of beat Kurokev for the spot on my clan, and with how involved Nightlight is in VGC, I kind of feel like he'll take that one too. So I'm not feeling too worried about the Drizzle Toads, but that doesn't mean it can't backfire on me very badly. So we'll see what happens there. Let's move on to some of the Saturday clan battles. which is a super hype one that we have here, is the Giratinas versus Aegislashes.
Oh yeah.
That one's gonna be
I'm
huge.
scared of this one, to be honest.
That one's gonna be huge. Fireworks and everything, and
It's like the number 2 ranked team versus like the number 4 ranked
Uh,
team. Or something like that.
yeah, that really is. So let's look at the individual matchups. Who we got matched up against who, and we have Shine versus Travi. We have Smelliot versus Loverboy. That was the new battle I was talking about on the Aegislashes. I couldn't think of his exact Pokemon Amino name. And Delta versus PB. Let's talk to Icey. Let's get his
Oh
opinion.
god.
Think about this.
Like,
Well, as always, I have immense confidence in Delta and Smelliot. I know that not very many people know much about him, but trust me, he is an excellent battler. He uses anti-meta stuff that people have no idea how to deal with it.
it was going.
But the thing is, his strategies and tactics, they actually work. And yeah, I have confidence in Shine as well. He's an excellent battler. But I don't know. These are the Aegislashes. Can't really say much more.
I think the battle to really watch out for is Delta versus PB. I think that's going
Yeah.
to really
Totally.
be the one that sets the tone for that.
Delta actually beat PB in season 1, or he's told me.
Yeah, he beat him in season 1. Let's get some neutral opinions. Let's get Krook and Green's opinion on this matchup. Who do you guys got in this one?
I don't know.
Uh,
Alright.
I'm gonna have to go with the Aegislashes. I think they can clutch it in that matchup.
What
feel like
exact
PB could-
what exact matchups are you favoring them in?
I definitely have to favor PB. I really think he can pull that matchup. That match, I think he can pull out the win in that match.
Okay. That's
Definitely.
definitely a solid opinion. Like I can't disagree with that. PB has definitely been around the block when it comes to VGC.
Yeah, he's like one of the players in Clan Wars that I feel like a clan can really rely on him to win. Like with my clan, every time I let LP play, I could almost
Yeah.
count him to
LP's
win.
the bomb.
matchup.
See
Yeah.
that is what's so great. I feel like that's what I think separates the lower clans from the top, like the higher clans, is that one member that if they're not facing one of those super elite members of the higher clans, then you could kind of rely on them. It seems like Icey kind of has that with Delta. Other than when he's going against someone of the caliber of PB, you kind of have to be like, wow, they're kind of at the same talent level. But Icey kind of has that with Delta. You have that with LP. Pretty much with Football Freak and Kyle, like you have too many. But and then my clan kind of has Medwag for that. I like every time I send out Medwag, I'm just like, bring it home, bro. So,
Yeah.
This matchup actually, like, it's really intriguing. I pretty much think he'll be Battle of the Week. I honestly don't feel like Delta PB is where this one will be decided. I think this one will be decided at Shine versus Travi. Whoever wins that one, I promise you, will probably win this matchup, in my opinion.
That one is
Yeah.
also another big one.
I'm not.
because Shine says he's been making moves. He says he's been working very hard. So we'll definitely see if he brings that to the table. And Travi, he's been saying the same thing. He's been practicing, and he's very busy. But he says he's been practicing, and he's one of the most hyped people about this season. So I know Travi's gonna come all out for that matchup right there.
I think when I battled PB, he let me win game 1. I swear to you.
I
I think he just went out to scout. Because, I don't know, because I won game 1, and I was like, oh yeah, now I just gotta win one of the next 2, and that didn't happen. So, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he let me win game 1 just to scout.
That is definitely a tactic of those really upper elite VGC battlers that I've came to notice. LP fan, when I first met and battled LP, I don't know about definitely I made some good plays on my part when I first battled him in that first battle, but after that it was literally like he was reading a book of Token's plays, and he
Like,
knew exactly what I was gonna do, when I was gonna do it, and it got really rough from there. I made some decent plays from there, but it was at not one point was I actually like looking like I could win that matchup. So that is
Ooh,
definitely
okay.
something elite battlers do. Back when I first met Kakurin and battled her, she did the exact same thing. I won game one and then just made the switches, and I couldn't even get like somewhat of some type of lead in the battle. Medwag does the same thing to me constantly. So it's definitely a skill of the upper echelon battlers to where they just scout game one and then they just make those changes game two. So you
The
just
only
have to you try not to reveal too much game one if you can, which is something that I feel like a lot of people don't really know about. But yeah, definitely try not to
yeah,
reveal like
definitely
the
want
top secrets of your team if you
Yeah.
don't have to get a win.
like
You,
the
I
only thing that kept me in the match was a double rock slide miss. I was like, oh my god, but that's like the only thing that somehow kept me in the game.
Yeah, that's kind of the risky thing about doing that. Of letting your opponent win game one is hacks is always a factor still.
Yeah, hacks is always a factor still. That's why I'm like always like, whoa, I won game one, like I just gotta win another. But if hacks is like not there, then it's just complete
Yeah.
skill at that point. It's all just gonna come down to skill and who makes the better predicts. But yeah, let's move on now. We also have some other really good matchups. We have Pirates Hanscrows.
Woo!
The Pirates are going with their super elite OP lineup for this one. For this one, so I honestly don't have much faith in the Honchos, to just be completely honest. Especially with their new battler J Kim battling, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what. Oh no, that's a different match. I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry about that. That was Friday. They actually went with their known battlers, Blaze, Jolly, and Jay. We got Football Freak versus Jay, LP Fan versus Jolly, and Kyle versus Blaze. The only one I could see like somewhat happening is maybe Blaze versus Kyle, but and then like
Still, Kyle will win with that.
Probably can upset, but who knows? Honestly, this one I'm favoring. I'm favoring the Pirates. What's your opinion on this one, Krook, and your opinion too, Green?
I mean, I have to go with Pirates, obviously. I know LP can win that matchup. I have no doubt in my mind with that. Football, I don't know much about him, like too much. I just know he's really skilled. So I feel like he can win his matchup too, and same thing with Kyle. But
LP
I think
is Jesus. I mean MVP
Yeah.
last season, and then
Yeah.
Kyle was like number 2.
yeah, LP didn't drop a single game last season, I don't think,
Like-
or I mean a single set.
Yeah, LP didn't drop a single set last season, and at times, like if LP is matched against an average battler, it's just literally like GG before it even starts.
GG.
So we'll
I-
see what Jolly can do. Jolly definitely surprised me in season one. I was on like a hot streak, feeling really confident, and then I just got completely outplayed by Jolly. But I'm definitely not on LP's level. I have done better, but definitely not on LP's level. We'll see what happens in that matchup, but yeah, I'm definitely favoring the Pirates in that one. Anything like everyone's probably just saying Pirates in this one, so I don't know if anyone wants to add anything else to that one, except for like fingers crossed for the Conscos. Like just, I hope that they can
Yeah.
compete.
I think a proper strategy to facing such a bigger threat like the Pirates is to send a guy you know you would lose to for the major threats, and then for some of the minor threats, maybe just try your best, send your best players against those guys, which will honestly give yourself a better chance of winning.
See,
Oh, yeah,
I
true,
completely agree with that strategy, but there's two things wrong with it. One is that matchups are completely random, so you have no control over who plays who, unfortunately. And then two, the second problem with that is the fact that who's the weakest link out of Kyle, LP, and Football Freak? If it's Kyle, then that's the scariest, weakest link I've ever heard of in my life.
I am
Because,
confident, Kyle.
Kyle
I
is
think he'll win.
legit. Yeah.
I'm
Kyle is like legit. Kyle is really skilled, and if that's the weakest link, then wow, have fun, have fun. Uh, yeah, the Pirates will just probably have a clean sweep right there. So it'll be fun. It'll definitely be fun for the Hanscrows to get that good early season whooping, so that they can work on building from that point. But definitely winning. I don't. That's kind of out of like it's kind of out of there. It's kind of far fetched, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. Clown Wars has had lots of surprises. So then we also have what else do we have this week? We have some other clans going against each other. And Fernapes High Dragons. We still need their High Dragons lineups. For Alligators Heat Trends, I'm favoring the Heat Trends in that one. We also have Mewtwo's Squirtle Squad. That's going to be an interesting one. We have Swampert's Drizzletoads. We still need the Swampert's lineups. And then we have Chandelures Driftlooms. And we're going Chandelures. We're going with our like probably our best battlers, arguably our best battlers in that one. So I'm not feeling too bad about that one. So then we can move on to Sunday clan battles. And for Sunday, we have most intriguing ones. The Pirates and Fernapes looks pretty intriguing. Let's
Hey,
start with that one. We have G. Oh yeah, this one actually looks really intriguing because since those very good battlers are battling the previous clan battle, has to switch it up for this one. So this one we have GMO Green and Krook for the Pirates, and we have for the Infernapes Lynx, Zero, and Josine. And I feel like that GMO versus Lynx matchup is a really intriguing one. What do you guys have to say about that one?
Um,
say that's a pretty good
I
match.
I think I think Gmo's gonna win. To be honest, he uh he beat me when I was recruiting for people for my clan, and he eventually joined, but then he left. And I don't know. I'm confident in his skill. I don't think he's lost very many battles.
Nice, nice. Your
Yeah.
opinion? Do you have a lot of confidence in GMO on this one, Crook?
Yeah, I definitely do. I feel like he could definitely pull off the win there. I don't really know much about the other clan. From what I understand, though, Lynx was saying that his members in his clan aren't very active on the app, so hopefully
Yes,
that gets settled and everybody, joins
I want to
the chat
battle.
and we can get these battles done. But yeah, I'm confident in Gmo to win that matchup.
Yeah, that is true. Link's he definitely recruited a lot of in real life friends that aren't the most active on Pokemon Amino. So if there is some issues there, they'll unfortunately have to forfeit, which would suck. Because I do think this is a very intriguing one. I don't know about Justine. Justine showed some stuff, but I'm favoring Crook and Crook versus Justine. I don't know
Yeah, I don't
any,
know.
yeah, I don't know anything about Zero. So
Neither
Green
do I.
Green and Zero, that's a 50-50 toss up. Don't know anything about him. But yeah, I think the real intriguing one there is GMO versus Link. We'll see who could
Yeah,
pull out that
true.
one.
I'm
And
hoping I can pull off the win too because I don't know. Just lately, I haven't been doing it as well in VGC. I've just been trying new things with different teams. I know going into the playoffs, I was trying to be a little bit more unique. I brought a Crocodile with. It didn't really work out too well, but I built a new team on Showdown recently, so hopefully that'll work out for me if I can get that team in time.
yeah, sometimes being too unique doesn't work. I was using recently a chestnut, and while I was having like when it worked so well. But when it didn't work, it was just like, oh, this sucks. But
Yeah,
yeah,
Chestnut with that 4 times weakness to flying is a little bit like dangerous to like talent flame and
yeah,
as
it's just
such.
fine. Other than pretty much Talonflame, who are you gonna catch a flying type move on? So it was actually doing pretty well, but just in the end, it wasn't completely holding up its way. It was mostly just support. The moveset was like Fint, Helping Hand, Low Kick, and forgot the last one. But
yeah,
yeah, it was mainly support. But yeah, it was like when it catches people off guard, especially with Fint, I was getting like crazy nice KOs on stuff. But it's definitely harder to use those lower threats,
yeah.
and it could just end up causing you a game when you could have just went with something more standard. So
Definitely. Like,
yeah,
I think it's kind of better to run, I think, unique sets on more popular Pokemon that are used because it's not as expected. But with Pokemon like that, yeah, it's a lot harder to win with. Like Crocodile, for example, has a lot of weaknesses. I tried running support Crocodile. I carried Snarl, to lower special attack, and I also mainly use Rock Slide to kind of try to get for those flinches. But
You know,
it's a lot harder. But
Go
I
go.
too
With
tried to
not
use crocodile.
go go
Go
with
ahead.
not unless you got like Florges breath type.
yeah. Somehow, if you guys saw the Nugget Bridge post, somehow someone with the crocodile made it to top
oh
32
yeah,
of worlds. So that's definitely an
yeah,
accomplishment. I don't know how they did it. I wish I knew the set. I wish I knew the move
yeah.
set. Because Crocodile's an awesome Pokemon, but
Yeah.
that's just the skill level of those pros. Like, they've just been doing it for so long.
Some part
Scar-
uses Pachirisu, wins worlds. Like, the squirrel.
Yeah, Pachirisu will go down in history, of course. It's in history.
Star
But
Scar Crocodile is faster than Landorus, so you
Yeah.
can see how someone could be
Scar
blended
Crocodile.
with it.
Rock Slide,
that's
Earthquake,
how to just
Snarl,
opponent to death. Yeah.
and Stone Edge.
It's just kind of used to be annoying, really. 'Cause you don't still have those Scarf knockoffs. Just get rid of all items on the field, really. And,
Oh, yeah. Knockoff, Rock Slide, Snarl.
Yep. So then we have what else matchups looking pretty good. Oh, then we have another super hype matchup, but we don't know the overall skill of them, but we'll still see. But we have the Aegislashes versus Squirtle Squad.
Oh yeah,
know
that's
that.
like 2 versus 3.
Yeah, I know that Icey doesn't know enough about Squirtle Squad to give the biggest like how he feels about each matchup, but we could still go through them. We have what do we have? We have 45 versus Squirtle BAMF. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Then we have Elegy versus Chalkins 25, and we have Travi versus Mokimon. And you've seen the little bit of hype, you've seen the power ranking, and you've heard a little bit about the leader Shadow. So how are you feeling about some of those matchups, Icy? Icy?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I was off. Will you please repeat that?
No,
Okay, I was just saying, like, we have 45 versus Squirtle BMF. We have Elegy versus Chalkins 25 and Travi versus Mokimon. I know that you don't know too much about those battlers individually, but you've seen what's been said about Shadow. You've seen that power ranking. And how
Yeah.
confident are you feeling going against these guys?
Well, first off, this isn't my clan.
Oh, my fault. Oh, that's not. Oh my god.
That may or may not be why I had no idea what you were talking about.
So sorry, I so sorry. I keep forgetting that Travi's the leader of the Aegislashes and you're the leader of the Giratinas. Sorry about that, but yeah, we have like
It's the
2
name.
versus 3. What?
Oh, silence.
It's the name. I mean, Icey Aegislash sounds like he should be.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I keep
I
messing
was
that
it's
up.
your token.
My apologies, everyone. My apologies. But yeah, I think Travi's probably decently confident going in this one, but I feel like a lot of people are probably Allergy's definitely underestimating Squirtle Squad by that like whatever power ranking that he tried to make. I definitely think that no matter what, they have to be in the top 5 clans because no one who helps at a regionals comes into Clan Wars and isn't one of the topper battlers, especially if he's placed at regionals
Yeah.
and all that. He's definitely going to come in and be one of the top battlers. So I feel like he's definitely being, their whole clan as a whole is being a little bit underestimated, and that might work to their favor, especially in the Allergy versus Chalkins matchup. But overall, I honestly think Squirtle Squad will win this one. Let's get everyone else's opinion. Who do you guys got in that one?
I don't know anything about the Squirtle Squad, so I'm going for Aegislashes because I am aware of their skill. Squirtle Squad is kind of a wild card in my head. I don't know. It could go either way, but I'm thinking Aegislashes.
I'm gonna have to agree. I don't know anything about the Squirrel Squad, so I'm gonna go with each slash.
I'm gonna go with the Squirrel Squad. I mean, just because I like going for the underdog, and I really don't want to go for the other clan that's in our division. And but I mean, we don't know much about them, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad. So
Yeah, by
I
any
guess
measure,
we'll
it
see.
doesn't mean that they're bad.
Yeah.
And you and Falcon?
I'm quite honestly scared of Squirrel Squad, so I think I'm going to go with Squirrel Squad.
All right, yeah, I definitely think that without PB in this one, I feel like that definitely will hurt them, honestly. And if Chalkins could beat, honestly, if 45 loses and Travi loses, that's it right there. And I feel like any of these matchups could be a toss-up, but we definitely have to see these battlers first. So we'll all have a better opinion of who can win this one after we at least get the results of Friday clan battles. But yeah, I feel like we went over the the most intriguing battles for this week. Got a lot more intriguing battles coming up in later weeks, and yeah, I just honestly can't wait to get into season two. I feel like the preseason power rankings are actually way more accurate this season than last season. So we will, yeah, we will see if teams kind of stay around the areas that they were picked and everything. But like last season, like sometimes clans have drops, sometimes clans add new people that are really strong. So you never know what can happen during the course of a 7-week season this time around because of the odd number of clans we had. We had to go 7 weeks long, but yeah, I have a lot of confidence in the overall competitiveness that will be present in this season. The top like 8 clans all seem like they will bring enough to the table so that we'll have a lot more competitiveness instead of literally a power rankings that shows like 5 clans with positive records and then 4 4 or 5 with very severely negative records. I don't think it will be like that this time around. So thank you guys all for coming out. I think we pretty much covered everything. Best of luck to the Pirates in their season. I definitely, if the Pirates don't go through like the late season slump that they had last year, I think they could definitely hold on to that #1 role. But you never know what can happen, especially with matchups. Matchups are so huge. Who can win each and every one? And then best of luck to the Giratinas. Very strong recruiting, solid member, and I feel like they have a lot to prove to keep up with the clans above them. And yeah, just best of luck to everyone. I feel like this will be a very, very fun season, and I just can't wait to continue. Can't wait to continue to grow Clan Wars, because it's already made huge strides with us just getting battlers into this like LP fan. And Flash will probably be back for next season. Sad to see that Flash isn't partaking in this one, but he said he'll probably be back for next season. So I just can't wait to see the continued growth of Clan Wars. We're getting this YouTube channel up, and we have a lot of people who will be recording their matches this season. So yeah, I hope everyone else is as hyped as I am, and thank you all for your time tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yep.
Awesome.
Peace.
Did you want to add something, Green?
Krook, is this going on your channel?
Not my channel. It was going on, I think, M.Falcon's channel. Is that correct?
I made a new channel called Pokemon Amino Clan Wars. So let's see if that works out.
Yeah.
Pokemon Amino Clan Wars. Please, everyone, check it out. We're starting it. We'll have these weekly updates going on there. I will try to also maybe. It doesn't seem like enough people somehow are able to Skype. I thought just being able to get it on your phone or on the computer would be like the most easiest thing ever, but somehow not the majority of Clan Wars can Skype. So what I really wanted to do was have a leader or at least a member of a different clan each week on, and just like ask them about their week and everything and how they feel going into the next week. But that might not be as doable as I thought it was. So we'll just see what we can do. I'll continue to try to see if I can get some people, but I don't know. Some people aren't as comfortable with showing their face. I don't know why. Who cares? But yeah, we'll just we'll move on from here. Hopefully, we could continue to get some of these interviews on. This was very successful in my opinion. And just once again, thank you guys for your time. And sorry, I don't mean to take up any more of your nights. So thank you guys. Have a good one. And best of luck. Battles start tomorrow. So if you choose to. So let's get the hype started. All aboard the hype train. I'm leading it.
Nice.
Jolly day, everyone. Or jolly night, I guess.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.